Iris and Walter and the substitute teacher. Chapter 1. A surprise. Iris loved school. She loved her sunny classroom. She loved learning how to tell time. She loved trading lunches with her best friend Walter. And oh, how Iris loved Miss Cherry. In the afternoons, when Iris and Grandpa walked home from school, Iris told Grandpa all about school and Miss Cherry. And Grandpa told Iris stories about when he had been a teacher. One morning, when Iris arrived at school, the principal was in the room. "Did you hear the news?" asked Walter. "What?" asked Iris. "Miss Cherry is sick," said Benny. "We are getting a substitute," said Walter. "A substitute?" said Iris. They had never had a substitute before. Just then, the principal said, "Good morning, boys and girls. Today, you are having a substitute teacher. I'm sure you will all listen to him and be on your best behavior." The door opened, and in came Grandpa. Chapter 2. The Special Helper. "Grandpa, what are you doing here?" asked Iris. "The regular substitute could not come, so I'm going to be the teacher today," said Grandpa. Iris was so excited. Her grandpa was going to teach the class. "Iris, why don't you be the special helper today?" said the principal. "Oh boy," said Iris. Iris sat next to Grandpa while he told the class a wonderful story. She erased the chalkboard after spelling. Iris showed Grandpa where Miss Cherry kept the paint for art, and at snack time, Iris and Walter passed out the apples. When the bell rang, Iris said, "Grandpa, that's the bell for recess." Oh no, it's raining," said Benny. "Now we can't go outside," said Walter. "Well then, it's the perfect day for musical chairs," said Grandpa. The children played one game and then another. Your grandpa is so much fun," said Benny. "He sure is," said Lulu. Iris was so proud. After school, the principal asked Grandpa if he could teach the class again the next day. "Certainly," said Grandpa. "Hooray," said Walter. On the way home, Iris said, "Grandpa, you are a great teacher." "And you, my girl, are a great helper," said Grandpa. "Guess what, Rosie?" said Iris that night. "I was Grandpa's helper today. It was so much fun. I can't can't wait for tomorrow. Chapter 3. Miserable. The next morning, everyone was excited to see Grandpa again. Are you going to tell us another story? Asked Benny. This morning, I'd like someone to tell me a story, said Grandpa. All the children raised their hands. Iris was sure Grandpa was going to pick her, but Grandpa picked Benny. At snack time, Jenny asked Grandpa, May I pass out the crackers today? Of course, said Grandpa. But I'm the helper, thought Iris. At lunchtime, Iris wanted to sit next to Grandpa, but Grandpa never sat down. He was too busy. Benny needed a band-aid. Lulu lost her sweater, and Jenny had left her lunch bag at home. In the afternoon, Grandpa said, Let's go for a walk. Everyone can find something interesting to give Miss Cherry tomorrow. Benny and Jenny rushed to hold Grandpa's hands. He's my grandpa, thought Iris. Iris, what are you going to give Miss Cherry? Asked Walter. I don't know, said Iris. Do you want to give her this leaf? Asked Walter. No, said Iris, and she walked away. Back at school, Lulu said, Look at the rock I found. I found a leaf, said Walter. Iris, what did you find for Miss Cherry? Asked Grandpa. Nothing, said Iris. Why doesn't everyone make a card for Miss Cherry? Said Grandpa. While everyone was drawing, Grandpa went over to Iris. Iris, what's wrong? He whispered. Everything, said Iris. I didn't get to tell a story. I didn't get to pass out the snack. I didn't find anything for Miss Cherry and what, my girl? Grandpa asked. How could Iris tell Grandpa that she didn't want him to be the teacher anymore? She just wanted him to be Grandpa. Iris, is it hard having me your teacher? Asked Grandpa. Really hard, said Iris. I understand, but school is almost over, said Grandpa. Chapter 4. Ice Cream. On the way home from school, Grandpa said, This was not an easy day, was it? No, said Iris. But we got through it, said Grandpa. I think we should celebrate. Oh, yes, said Iris. Iris and Grandpa went to the Rainbow Cafe. They sat on their favorite stools. They ordered their favorite ice cream. Iris had a vanilla ice cream sundae with chocolate syrup and whipped cream. Grandpa had a strawberry ice cream cone. Delicious, said Iris. Superb, said Grandpa. They ate every last bite. On the way home, Iris found just the right present for Miss Cherry. The next morning, Iris could not wait for the day to begin. Miss Cherry was back. Wardle was waiting. And best of all, Grandpa was her grandpa again.